Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my beautiful home in Costa Rica at Blue Osa Yoga Retreat and Spa. I want to just share with you one of my favorite practices to do. And this particular practice is a variation on a few different poses. It was Judith Lassiter who gave this name to this pose, and she calls it Instant Maui. Sometimes I feel like I want to change the name to Instant Blue Osa, meaning that when you practice this pose, you just feel the bliss of Maui, but in this case, of Blue Osa. One of the most important yoga postures that we can do, or types of yoga postures, are called inversions. And there's just many different kinds of inversions. Some of them I'm not too much of a fan of, just because of the stress and accumulated stress that they can cause in the body. But one of those types of poses is Instant Maui. And Instant Maui, or in this case, Instant Blue Osa, is a very good, fantastic inversion to practice. So what I'm going to do is teach you a little bit about Instant Maui, why it's important, and then we're actually going to do the practice. The ideal time to hold a inversion is 10 plus minutes. The longer, the better. Sometimes I set my timer for 30 minutes. Today we're actually going to set the timer for 15 minutes. So as we're doing this pose, I want you to become aware of a few things. One of the reasons why inversions are so important and so useful is because inversions innately start to bring blood into the internal organs. Now you might say, Yogi Aaron, but my internal organs already have blood. That is true. But how much of your blood supply is actually feeding into your internal organs? When we become stressed out, the body naturally starts to pull blood away from the internal organs. And so what we want to do is be able to do a practice where we actually start to kind of force or invite or draw more blood to that area. It's a very interesting thing that happens, and it happens without fail every single time. People start to feel more relaxed. Why? Because as blood starts to come into the digestive area specifically, it triggers a parasympathetic response. It triggers that part of you that wants to go to rest and digest. And in that place, that's actually where we feel the most creativity. We actually can get more productivity accomplished. When we're in that stressed out state, blood starts to pull away from our digestive system. One of the big problems in the world today with a lot of people, and we hear this constantly, is people say, I have digestive issues. Well, part of the reason why there's so much digestive issues from this perspective is because people are constantly stressed out. Their nervous system is fried, and the body is just, because it's stressed, is pulling blood out of the digestive system. So if we want to kickstart our digestive system, if we want a healthier body, we need to have more blood going to that area. My teacher often said that malnutrition in a body really depends on how good the digestive system is working. You can eat really great food, but if you're not absorbing those nutrients, then all that food is going to waste. And likewise, if you're eating bad food, and you have a good digestive system, then you're probably going to be absorbing more nutrients. So what we want to do is, again, get the system to calm down. You know, chill the out. And we're going to do that with Instant Maui. One of the things that I would invite you to do is to have just a little towel. We're going to use this just to cover our eyes. Whenever we do a relaxation practice, the more that we can minimize the amount of light that's coming into our eyes, the better off we're going to be. Okay? Now, I've got this kind of set up here, and you can kind of play around with this at home. There is no right or wrong method, but one of the things I also have here is a pillow, and you're going to see what we're going to do with that in a moment. This is a really thick pillow. It's not like a thin pillow that you might use to sleep on. It's a very thick one, and it's also very stable. If you have yoga blocks, you can also use yoga blocks here as well. Unfortunately, my blocks are being used as props for my camera equipment, so I can't show you how to use a block, but I think you'll figure it out. or we'll cover that in another video. So you can also actually take some blankets or towels and just keep folding them up and stacking them up until you have something about this height, okay? So what you're gonna do is we're gonna put the pillow down here for a moment, and I'm gonna put down my cover for my eyes here. And I've got my timer set up, so I'm gonna time it for you. You don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna set it for 15 minutes, and you get to just enjoy the practice. So please turn off your phone during this practice, or turn off the ringer or something. Really want you to not be disturbed for 15 minutes. This is going to be one of the most delicious treats you've ever given yourself. Almost delicious treats. So what you're going to do first is you're going to come and lie down onto your back and bring your legs up to the chair here. Okay, so, or bench. In my case, it's a bench. Then you're going to take that pillow and you're going to lift your hips up and bring the pillow underneath your buttocks. Oh my God. Already I can just feel myself just relaxing. Nice. Now, then you're going to bring the towel over your eyes and just follow my instructions from here. As I mentioned, I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes, so you don't have to worry. I will do that for you. And bring the towel over the eyes. Now, as I mentioned earlier, just listen to the sound of my voice. I'm going to talk for a few minutes and then I'm going to be quiet. And when the timer goes off, I'll just gently guide you back to the present moment again. So let your hands rest on your belly, taking some deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Inhaling deeply. And as you inhale, feel the belly filling your hands. And then as you exhale, feel the hands starting to move towards the spine. Continue to follow the flow of your breath. Continue to follow the soft sound of your breath. As you breathe in and breathe out, you might start to pick up on or notice a very subtle ocean sound that is within your breath. Breathe in deeply and exhale deeply. Continue to breathe in this way. Leave the hands on the belly, or let the hands come to the floor beside you. Okay, friends, our time has come to an end. The 15 minutes has finished. Just gently bring your hands back to your belly. Just take a couple of deep breaths there. And just feel yourself coming back to this present moment through your breath. And then very slowly, just bring your feet to the edge of that chair or bench. Just gently lift the hips just with as little effort as possible, and just slide the pillow or blankets or whatever's underneath your lower back and let your hips come back down. Just have the legs out forwards. Take a couple of more deep breaths. Feel your lower back grounding into the earth. Feel the belly expand with the inhale, contract with the exhale. When you're ready, just slowly roll over to the side. And come back out to the world. I hope you feel as good as I do right now. It was amazing. And take that good feeling and go back out into the rest of your life with that new resensed feeling of excellence and renewed vision for manifesting and living your life purpose, doing it all from a relaxed state. Be blessed, my friends.